Now to Haiti, where our own Griff Jenkins spent the day with former Senate Majority Leader and Dr. Bill Frist. Griff and our Fox cameras were there as Dr. Frist performed surgery. Griff.
Hey, Greta, that's right. Samaritan's Purse has been flying flights in here with aid, medical supplies, and today doctors. You remember, you and I tried to fly in with Reverend Franklin Graham. Well, today, this morning, Senate Majority Leader, former Senate Majority Leader Bill Frist here with the doctor team of 3 surgeons, Dr. Paul Osteen, Reverend Joel Osteen's brother, and Dr. Dick Berman, who Senate Majority Leader Frist has worked with for years. They landed here, and hours later from leaving this airport 45 minutes away, were in surgery providing aid. A contrast from what we saw earlier in the week when there was some backlog here. These guys came, hit the ground rolling, and went right into action with not a minute to spare. Our cameras were there. Here's what happened. Senator Frist or Dr. Frist now, there's a patient here, needs urgent care. Tell me what you diagnosed here.
Well, you can see there are about 15 people in here, all who need urgent surgery of some sort. A woman last night who's behind me has a hemoglobin of 2, which means almost no blood volume whatsoever. So we're going to do something which I've not ever done before, actually, and take blood from one of the doctors, the volunteer doctor who's from Nigeria who's here, who has the same blood type, and so we're going to transfer the blood directly from that Nigerian doctor into this woman. I would say without it, there's no way she's going to live. And with the transfusion, which we can have done here, hopefully in about 15 or 20 minutes, there's probably a 20 to 30% chance she'll live. But again, it's the sort of thing that you just have to do here. We don't have any heparin, which is very basic, in order to thin the blood to make that possible, so we're going to really transfuse it directly from that doctor directly to the patient.
As I mentioned before, this is not your first time to do this sort of thing for Samaritan's Purse. You have a long history of doing it, even when you were running the Senate. But what you've seen here, I mean, it's been just hours since you landed this morning at Port-au-Prince Airport, and now you're in the thick of it, shouldering the burden of what these doctors are having. You're going to be the relief. Did you expect this?
You know, it's 5 days. Right now we're 5.5 days, 6 days after the earthquake itself. And we have had doctors here going around the clock, 19, 20 hours a day, operating well into the night. So we're able to bring personnel in. But you can still see behind me, we probably have 200 people here waiting. They have not been seen. Some of them will die tonight. Some of them will die, no question, in the next hour. So we're going to work as hard as we can. Because what we expect, you just never know. I can say this is severe because of the lack of infrastructure and the lack of basic medical services. But everybody's pitching in and doing their very best, and it'll be a long night, and hopefully we'll get some more people down here the next few days.
I know this is impossible to give me an actual time frame on how long it would take to stabilize a situation like this. You've been asking questions of everyone you've run into. It's been very fascinating. You've been investigating this yourself, getting out of the way of this card here. But if you had to guess, what do you think the time frame is to try and get a handle?
Really by tomorrow morning. I think we have tonight, we can begin that overall triage process itself. Once we get that where we can see just the sickest patients first, things will actually go very, very well. So I think within 18 hours, we'll have a lot of control here. Again, the doctors have worked very hard, have done a tremendous job coming in, and
We're stopping the interview for a moment. Injured child coming through. It gives just a tremendous commentary on how serious the situation is. You and I are having an interview, and a small child is coming in, going directly into surgery. How do you even explain that to the viewers?
Well, you know, we have people from 4 different countries here, and a lot of them can't speak English, can't speak, but when you're in an operating room like this, the trust, the connection, the oneness of humanity comes out. And it comes out in a very real way. That sick child right now, in a few minutes, either I or somebody will be either operating or saving their life. And that's the way hospitals work, and that's why groups like Samaritan's Purse are so important, because they're in the business of doing just that.
Now, Greta, Senator Frist, this is old hat to him. When he was majority leader, he actually took off for 11 days to the Sudan. It was remarkable to see, and his team of Samaritan Purse guys linking up with the Baptist Haitian Mission Hospital that's run. to go in and immediately assess the situation. They say they're going to have a triage set up so that crowded hallways you saw won't be like that. They'll have stations, triage stations, to sort everybody, find out who is critical, who needs to be served right away. And the doctors there that have been operating since the quake need a break. Senator Frist, Dr. Osteen, Dr. Furman are the cavalry that have come in there. A small story of success in a country still with great need. Greta?
Griff, we have about 20 seconds left, but behind you I see the planes. I assume that the military is still running in and out there and working around the clock as well, doing everything it can to help.
That's right, Greta. You remember this airstrip? They're still running. There were over 100 flights. And there's a small team of special operations guys out here. Literally, the Port-au-Prince Air Tower, which I can't show you because it's dark out there, is just a small group of guys. They're another story we'll try and get maybe for you later. It's an amazing job they're doing here. Flights are coming all night long. And we've been sleeping here and not getting much sleep. You can hear it in the background. Greta?
Griff, thank you. And I should tell the viewers he's losing his voice because he's been screaming over the din of these airplanes for the last several days. So that's why Griff's losing his voice. He told me earlier today.